Okay, so I have my taphophile hat on. This can only mean one thing. I am in a cemetery. So let's turn around. So today I'm in Frankton, Indiana, and I'm going to be doing another photo request for a grave on Find a Grave website. That's where they, someone puts a memorial on Find a Grave, and then they would like to have pictures of the headstone. And that's what I'm doing. They put up a request, and I'm trying to fulfill that request. So we'll see if I can do it. This time, I'm out here to do a name. Last name is Kemper, Kemper. And I wasn't going to come out today, but the cemetery drew me in. The name Kemper is also one that I'm always looking for when I'm in a cemetery, because I'm not a descendant of a Kemper, but I am a descendant of a family that belonged to the Germana colonies of Virginia. And my ancestors came from Germany, not with the Kemper family, but they came at separate times, but they became part of the same Germana colonies. This was early 1700s. They were indentured servers of Alexander Spotswood. That's hard for me to say. Indentured servants. But anyway, the name Kemper, if you're a Civil War fan, like I am, you would know the name General James Kemper. He fought for the Confederate Army, and he was at Gettysburg, wounded at Gettysburg, became governor of Virginia. So the family that I'm looking for here today would be cousins to the general. I did the research and found out that they were indeed related. So let me walk around, see if I can get a lay of the land. This is not a very big cemetery, so hopefully I'll be able to find the Kemper family. Okay, I'm looking for the name Robert and Eleanor Kemper. So as I'm walking along, like I say, this is not an old cemetery, so most of these markers are fairly new, but a lot of them are engraved. This has a farm. This one, when they're married. This is nice. Has Psalms 23 on it. Frankton's not a big town. It's near where I live. So, and here's one, a World War II veteran, Luther Spears. Thank you for your service. Okay, so let's just kind of walk around. If you're not a part of the Find a Grave community, it's findagrave.com. That's where I find almost most of my cemetery locations. If I want to hunt for a certain grave, that's the first place I check. First place a lot of people check. So yeah, check it out, and I'm sure most of you know about that by now. Well, so here's one. It's always sad to see a child. Morris Jackley, December 23rd, 1931. April 7th, 1933. About a year and a half old. There's a lot of names here that I recognize, last names, just from really being in the area. So, okay, so let me do some more searching, and I'll be right back with you. Walking along here, I found this grave to be really one of the most beautiful graves. You know, that bench, lamppost. I don't really like to show names, especially of the recently departed, but this is just a fascinating set of stones here. I love that bench. Okay, carry on. Alright, here's another grave. Kind of interesting. The musical sign on the back. And then also over here, I'm a big fan of angels as well. And here's one. Take a look at it. This is fairly new. Beautiful angel. A lovely lady, young, way too young. 36, about 36 years old. Alright, still on the hunt for the Kemper family. Okay, so I'm walking to the front of the cemetery. I did the right side. Didn't see the name. Now, because most markers, they have the name on the front. Some have them on the back. It's just easier if you start back from the front and work your way towards the back of the cemetery. So that's what I'm doing. Beautiful day out here. We finally got through the heat wave. I think right now it's about 80 degrees out here, so overcast. Beautiful day to be in the cemetery. Let's keep on looking. Okay, so in my searching, came across these two graves. Has me kind of perplexed. Roy Ramsey and Donna Ramsey, and they were children. Roy, February 10th, 1964 to March 13th, 1964. Obviously a month old. Donna, July 11th, 1964, September 27th, 1964. I'm going to have to do some research, because if they were siblings, they were born just a few months apart, like 5 months apart. So they have to be, in my opinion, probably cousins. But I'll have to do some research on that. I don't believe they would be siblings. Died the same year, you know, months born 5 months apart. So, yeah, this is interesting, but this is the kind of stuff that I really like to research, so I'll have to do that. Okay, back to the Kempers. Okay, I didn't see any Kempers on the left side, so I've got one more section way over there. We'll look and see if we can find the Kemper family. If not, I'll be 0 for 2 trying to find requests on Find a Grave. I'll be back. That is the part of the cemetery I'll be looking at next. There's only 3 sections, and that is the 3rd section. So wish me luck. Okay, we're going to stop in the shade for a minute. For some reason, that sun decided to show up, and it is warm out here now. We're going to stop here next to William and Elizabeth Davis, so I hope they don't mind. It's a beautiful cemetery. And I'm not sure I mentioned it, but this is the IOOF cemetery. This is Oddfellows. So let me rest here and I will be back in a minute. Okay, so if you watch my channel, you know I'm a Woodsman of the World fan, and this is a new one. Woodsman of the World Memorial. Luther Hayes and Nellie Hayes. I've never seen one that is what I would call a normal marker. Usually they are a tree, looks like a tree stump. But yeah, so that is Woodsman of the World. Okay, so I came across some family members of mine. Mr. Roscoe Stahlemeyer, I have talked with him several times, and his parents. So yeah, so you never know who you'll come across. And this is the memorial for the veterans who served our country in time of war. Mayberry Post 469. This one is a very beautiful marker. You got the tree limb up around the marker. So I asked the gentleman that was working here, I guess he's digging out a grave this evening, and he didn't know the name, but he said he'd only been here a few years. So sometimes these small cemeteries, you get people that walk it all the time, may know the name, or in a small town like this may even know the person. So okay, keep searching. Okay, there's two things I can say. It's hot out here, that's one thing. Second one is I have found my family. This is the Kemper family, Eleanor and Robert. Robert, September 27th, 1916, November 21st, 1977. Eleanor, September 12th, 1920, May 31st, 2001. So someone, whether it's a family member or someone on Find a Grave, has asked anyone in the area if they could stop and take a photo of this marker. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so I did find the Kemper family. And someone has left flowers, so they may have family members still in the area. And here is also another Kemper. I guess this is Robert Kemper's military marker, so I will take a picture of that as well. Okay, so that's what it's like. You just walk around till you find it. Sometimes you can go into an office and they'll tell you where the grave is. Sometimes, you know, they don't, because they're busy and they know that, you know, some people can request many of them at one time. So yeah, get out and enjoy the cemetery. Do someone a favor, get on Find a Grave, see in your area if someone wants a request. You know, you go out and photograph a marker for their loved ones. Okay, have a good day everyone. See you next time. Please like, share, and subscribe.